with the average night sleep of 8 hours and 21 minutes. The digital era has its own pros and cons. We are so dependent on our gadgets that all of us are exposed to digital dangers. It is impossible to even imagine a day without using our laptops and smartphones in today's time. Taking care of all our valuable eyes is not just possible, but it is an important step. Of course, we do understand that vision is everything. Looking at screens will not permanently damage your eyes, but always, however, it may cause eye strain, headaches, trigger episodes of visual stress, and also digital eye strains. The purpose of this program is to learn and understand the solutions and tips for digital strains. Here we have the right person with us to share some tips on this. Now I call upon the student, Ms. Keertana, our MBA department, to introduce the guest for the day. Keertana, is there, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Mahesh is an ophthalmologist and a cataract surgeon. He has done his MBBS from Stanley Medical College and further did his diploma in ophthalmology in Madras Medical College. He further went on to do his master's in ophthalmology in Christian Medical College. After completing his master's, he has started his career as a senior resident in SRM Medical College and as a consultant in Agarwal Eye Hospital, and currently working as an assistant professor in Panimalar Medical College Hospital and Research Institute. His area of interest lies in general ophthalmology and as a cataract surgeon. We do have a right person for today's session. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Keertana, for your kind words.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, I request guest to take over the session, sir, please.
Thank you. These guys. Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Mahesh. I'm currently working as an assistant professor in Panimalar Medical College and a Research Institute. Today, I will be talking about eye care in current digital era. So, as you all know, in the current world scenario, technology is fast growing and it has become an integral part of our daily life. And there has been countless types of technology in the modern era, of which gadgets plays an important role. The common gadgets that has been used in day-to-day activities, day-to-day life activities are laptop, smartphone, iPod, and tablets. So in the current situation of lockdown due to coronavirus, everyone has resorted to online classes at home, and especially students and faculties have been spending more times in front of the computer screens. And this improper usage of these gadgets has an harmful effect on eyes. So what does this gadgets do to the eyes? So commonly we encounter a syndrome called as computer vision syndrome, which represents a group of visual and extraocular symptoms associated with sustained use of visual display terminals. And studies have shown that people use these gadgets for more than 4 hours per day are usually susceptible to this computer vision syndrome. A decade before, this computer vision syndrome was more common among the IT professionals, but nowadays youngsters, since they are spending more time in front of these gadgets, they are developing this computer vision syndrome in current scenario. So what are the symptoms that normally comes under computer vision syndrome? So symptoms which we normally encounter are the visual symptoms, ocular, light sensitivity, musculoskeletal, and general symptoms. So the visual symptoms which a patient encounter is the blurring of vision, which is usually constant, or sometimes it may be intermittent after prolonged use of these gadgets. And sometimes the patient may also experience double vision. The ocular symptoms which is commonly encountered are the redness, itching, as well as burning sensation of both eyes. These musculoskeletal symptoms that like neck pain, shoulder pain, and low back pain are usually encountered because of the poor posture which is maintained in front of the screens. The general symptoms which is normally encountered among this computer vision syndrome are irritability, tiredness, or nervousness are also encountered in these symptoms. So what are the factors that is contributing to this computer vision syndrome? So what are the personal factors that lead to computer vision syndrome? One is the poor posture which is maintained during this encounter with, and improper viewing distance, improper viewing angle from the screen, and pre-existing ocular diseases like any dry eye symptoms, and aging is also a factor which leads to computer vision syndrome. And the environmental factors that lead to this computer vision syndrome is poor lighting in the surrounding area and imbalanced light between the screen and the surrounding. And related to the computer, when there is a poor resolution of the computer, poor contrast, and usually the glare from the computer also leads to this computer vision syndrome. So coming to the preventive measures to prevent this digital eye strain, first was the posture maintenance. So usually you should maintain a distance of 40 to 75 centimeter from the screen, and the viewing angle usually should be about 10 to 20 degree from the eye level, and usually the angle between the forearm and the elbow and the arm should be around 90 to 100 degrees, and you should have a adequate support to your lower back. And coming to the room environment when you are using this computer, so I usually advise the patients to avoid bright light as well as overhead light and window light, because these kind of lights produce glare from the computer screen. And also I advise the patients to use the air conditioners, not to sit in front of the air conditioner, because this air conditioner usually increases the dryness of your eyes. And coming to the screen computer part, I usually advise them to use the screen filter, which prevents the dryness of the eyes, and also advise them to use the brightness and contrast to balance with the room lighting. And also you can increase your font size so that the visual toughness is maintained, because when you use a small size font, the visual demand is more, so that will further lead to computer vision syndrome. And coming to blinking part, normally we humans usually blink about 12 to 18 minutes, 12 to 18 times per minute. But when we are in front of the computer, we usually forgot to blink your eyes. So we usually blink about 5 to 6 times per minute. So this, when the blinking rate comes down, normally the tears which is in front of the eyes is responsible for maintaining the moisture and oxygen to the cornea. So when the blinking rate comes down, this tears gets easily evaporated into the atmosphere. So it further leads to the dryness of the cornea. And coming to contact lens users, has to be more careful because they usually the contact lens users are more prone to develop this computer vision syndrome, and especially when they are sitting in front of the computers for long hours, they are more prone to develop this dryness. And when this contact lens users, whenever they experience any redness and pain, they should stop using the contact lens and immediately go to and see an eye specialist. Coming to the spectacles, so any students or any faculties who are using spectacles should use the spectacles whenever they are in front of the computers, because when they don't use the spectacles, the eyes become more strained and they lead to dryness. And also they advise them to use anti-reflective coating so it prevents the glare from the computer screen. This is a 20-20-20 rule. So I usually advise this rule for those patients with computer vision syndrome. What is this 20-20-20 rule is? So every 20 minutes, you take a break for 20 seconds and look at an object that is some 20 feet away from you. So this usually prevents the dryness whenever you are sitting in front of the computer. So this also helps in regenerating the tears so that the dryness is prevented. So I request all the students as well as faculties to use this 20-20 rule whenever they sit in front of the computer. So every 20 minutes, take a break for 20 seconds and look at an object that is about 20 feet away from you. And I request all of you to do a lit massage daily, once in the morning and once in the night. So how to do a lit massage is you could take a warm water, you can dip the cloth in warm water, and you can massage the upper lid from up to down and lower lid from down to up. So this helps in secretion, tear secretions, which will prevent the dryness. So this lit massage can be done once in the morning and once in the evening with warm water. And diets which has rich in vitamins and minerals helps in preventing dryness. So I request everyone to take green leafy vegetables, carrots, papaya, seasonal foods, egg, and also omega-rich fatty acids, omega-3 fatty acid foods, which are rich in fish and walnuts. And I request everyone to have a very good sleep at night, especially for about 6 to 8 hours per day, because this will prevent the dryness. Because when you are using computer throughout the day for about 6 to 8 hours, your eye needs some rest. So I request everyone to have a good sleep at night, at least for about 6 to 8 hours per day. And always keep yourself hydrated. At least drink 2 to 3 liters per day. So that will prevent the dryness. And if you have experienced any above symptoms like redness, the fatigueness, or any itching or burning sensation, try to consult a nearby eye specialist. So coming to conclusion, so too much use of anything is good for nothing. So always it is better to have a proper eye care, as well as proper education about the gadgets use on a proper environment, working environment, which will prevent the dryness. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, shall we ask the participants if they have any doubts and clarifications? Yeah, please, participants, if you have any doubts or clarifications, please go ahead. Sir is there to answer your doubts. Any questions from participant side?
Yes, ma'am. I'm having.
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead, ma'am.
Sir, if we are having the problem of floaters in our eyes, so it is advisable to use computers or anything else. Without computer, it is impossible to survive. So at this situation, what is the first aid for this? How to avoid this one? How to get rid of floaters increasing in our eyes?
Floaters is not because of dryness or computer related uses, ma'am. Okay. It's not related to computer usage. It's something that occurs in back of the eyes.
Okay.
So it is nothing related to the computer usage. So even if you have floaters, you can use computers, nothing wrong in it. But if you have floaters, it's better to consult eye specialist. What is the cause for the floaters? So we need to find out what is the cause for the floaters. It's not because of the computer usage. Floaters is not because of the usage of the computers.
But is it not necessary? Is it not like that, na, sir? Now at present I'm having floaters. Okay, it may increase because I'm using computer. It is not like that, na,
it's
sir?
Not like that. Floaters doesn't increases because of computer usage.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I'm Bharati, sir. My daughter now, she's 12 years old. She's studying in 8th standard. Okay. Nowadays, she started to shrink her eyes and see the objects. If the objects are far away, she started shrinking her eyes.
Okay, ma'am. Sometimes are they using the gadgets, ma'am? Like
yes, sir. Daily she's having online classes. She's using
online classes. So this gadgets also like increases the dryness. So because of dryness, also the child might shrink their eyes. If they have refractive error, suppose they have power in the eyes, that also might lead to shrinkage of the eyes, because they will try to shrink their eyes to focus on the objects if they have power. So we need to check first we have to verify whether the child has refractive error.
Okay.
If the child doesn't have refractive error, then the most probable